Hey, it's Bianca Forbes here of BiancaForbes.com, and this is Gimme 5, the part of the week where you give me 5 minutes of your time and I give you a valuable tip for your online business and marketing success. This week, I want to talk to you about how to choose your ideal clients. If you're annoyed and worn out by client behavior that makes you feel frustrated and run down, you'll want to hear this. I've listened and coached far too many people going through this not to address the subject again. Now, when you feel drained from working with these kind of people, like they don't respect your time and they complain about your rates or your service, it's time to choose easier people to work with. When we start working for ourselves, I've noticed we go through a dangerous transition that we can easily get caught in for far too long. It's like when we do things on our clients' terms and we think we're being flexible. You remember that client that was so difficult and really bugged you? Do you also remember the lengths you had to go through to complete your work with them as a result? It's such a pain, isn't it? In the moment of annoyance, you might look at others in your field with admiration because they're where you want to be. You can't help wonder why they don't seem to be having as much of a challenge as you. Just because you have the solution doesn't mean that the person who needs it wants it. Even if they say they do, they just simply aren't always ready. Let's picture what's going on here. Everyone has their own boundaries. This is things they will and will not put up with. Just as you have your own space, you have your own way of doing things. Each has to hold their own. You need to draw the line between what you will and won't accept. And if you feel like your boundaries or your line is being crossed, you need to tighten them up again and stop giving away your power to these people. The best way to get back on track is to get clear about who you really want to be working with. You do have a choice, even though it might not feel like it right now. It might not have occurred to you, but those same people you admire are highly likely to have crossed the same bridge that you might be standing at right now. Of course, we need to bring the money in. However, that doesn't mean we should work with any and everyone. I know that doesn't sound nice. It might not be an easy thing to take in, but it's true. Flexibility has its limits. Letting clients cross your boundaries is an open invitation for them to keep taking advantage. Here's your coaching curve for the week. When your focus is completely on what your client wants, regardless of what works for you, i.e. their terms, you're falling back into an employee mindset. It's like having a customer is always right slogan on your forehead. You are now an entrepreneur. Leave the employee mindset and behavior alone. This is your gig. So, what can you do about it? It's time for you to take action. Get a piece of paper and draw a line down the middle. Then, I want you in the left-hand column to write a list of the client terms you don't want to go by. For example, I won't work with people who are. You might even want to put that at the top of the column. When you've finished that column, on the right hand side, write a list of client terms you do want instead. And a hint for you is that these are usually just the opposite of what you don't want. Once you have that, I want you to put a big cross through the column that you have on the left. So you're cancelling out, you're making your stand of the people that you just can't be working with anymore. Alright? Now you are left with your ideal client terms according to you. All you need to do is use this to make sure you have the right kind of clients to work with. That's it. So that's this week's tip. If you like this, like it and share the goods. If you want more, come over and get free training at BiancaForbes.com and be the first to get the next Gimme 5 tips as soon as they come out. Thank you so much for watching. Take care for now, and I'll catch you next time.